Test, test. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Riverside Oval and the Friday Night Lights game between South City Chiefs and the UniSA Eagles. And this is the first meeting between the two sides this season, which means that this is the game that decides the Don Mayman Perpetual Trophy holder for this year. The UniSA Eagles are your defending trophy holders, and the South City Chiefs looking to reclaim that trophy and take a lead in the standings here. Both of these teams come in 0-2, coming up just short against both the Spartans and the Hogs, which they've played thus far, which are the top two sides at the moment. But the Eagles and the Chiefs looking it out for that final playoff spot, and this is going to be a good one. So the Eagles have one that also elected to defer. Which means that we will see Plowman come on, kick things off for the Eagles. Chiefs lined up to return. And this is a bit of a clash of styles here today, as the Eagles have a bit of a new look on offense, but that defense remains stout and fierce as any in the league. Meanwhile, the Chiefs' offense has really started to come together, and they have put together significant yardage in games against each of the top two defenses that they've faced thus far, against both Port Adelaide and UniSA. Came up a little bit short on the scoreboard in each game, but this will be a definite clash between an immovable force of the Eagles defense, the immovable object of the Eagles defense, easy for me to say, against the irrepressible force of the new look Chiefs offense. Kick is up, we are underway. Thank you for joining us here tonight, both at Riverside Oval and wherever you are. Number 12 for the Chiefs, kicking things on the kickoff and bouncing things up down the bottom sideline. And that has been a regularity here on these Friday night games. You will always see something happening on special teams. That is Sam Myers taking the opening kickoff out to about the 35-yard line, 36. And that is where the Chiefs will open up shop for the first offensive possession here tonight. Now, a big part of this renaissance on the Chiefs offense here has been the quarterback play, which has been accurate and consistent thus far. Chiefs having a few little personnel and play questions as they're in the huddle. The Eagles defense ready for them. Keeping an eye out on number 23, Jesse Whiten, who came up with 2 interceptions last week. 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right for the Chiefs here, 1 in the backfield. Starting things off with looks like there was a bit of miscommunication on the handoff there, and ended up being quarterback keep, so nothing going there. First down. Change reset, and so 2nd and 12 coming up for the Chiefs. 3 receivers to the left, 1 on the right. Chiefs like to isolate one side of the field and try and divide those options a little bit. Eagles show pressure, but back out of it. Under pressure immediately though. Flag down in the backfield as the quarterback sneaks up the sideline for a nice gain. Down marker does not need to move until the referee tells him to move though, as there is a flag down on the play. And in the vicinity where it could be a hold, which would negate a nice run by Whitehead. Sure enough, that is number 71 of the Chiefs being called for the hold, Cameron Lurch. So that is 10 yards back, and we will repeat 2nd down. So Chiefs keep the down but lose the yardage, and now they're back at about the 25-yard line. So wiping out all the good done by that kickoff return to start things off. Three receivers still on the left, one on the right. Looking to the left is Myers and has a man directly in the chest, wide open and just a drop. Not what you'd like to see when you're a quarterback looking to get things going, and that would have really made third down much more interesting if they hadn't even managed to pick up the first down, as he had room to run. But number 15 unable to bring in that one. Third down and long coming up for the Chiefs. This is 3rd and 21. First third down of the game. Chiefs at least looking to get close enough, because if they can get out to 4th and 2 or something, this could be a 4-down territory for the Chiefs. But at this point, they probably have to high snap handle, stepping up under pressure, and still making his way out, looking downfield, and almost able to bring that one in, but unable to wrangle that one is Teddy. So that will bring up 4th down, and the Chiefs will have to punt. New punter in this week for the Chiefs, and that is number 86, Michael Tedmanson. Regular, no, instead, they'll pop things out. Different look here. 10 seconds, all right. So. Kick is up. And booming kick, which bounces right near the 20-yard line of the UNSA. So big flip of the field position there. This is a 90-yard field, so not the 100-yard field that you're used to if you're watching the professional or NCAA game. But shorter field does make offense a little bit easier to get things going. And the Eagles will try to get things going and draw first blood here after the defense gets stopped. So first down and 10 for the Eagles. Again, bit of a new look for the Eagles on offense. Some new faces in new places. Offense has been running pretty steadily through number 44. Cabo has been the straw that stirs the drink for the Eagles thus far. And quick throw. Was looking for Gavros, but came up just off the hands. So 2nd and 10 coming up. All right, toss out to the side. First run of the day for Eagles, and they get a little bit of a gain there on first down, pickup of 3. And one of the Chiefs players is down, so we're going to have the trainer come out and have a look at him. Always hate to see it at this point in the game. Third and 7 will be the down when we come back. All right, and it looks like we're all right, upright, walking off under our own power. That's always good to see in a situation like this. So quick little sub by the Chiefs. There's Kelly Whitehead down for the Chiefs, and now it is 3rd and 7. Typical passing down for the Eagles. 2 receivers out the side, looking to his right and throwing high and incomplete. Was looking for number 11, Mitchell Gavros again. So 2 targets for Gavros, but neither one of them coming up with a completion at this point. And that one was a bit high and a bit too deep, as he would have cut that one out of bounds if he cut it at all. So 4th down and 7 coming up. Plowman back to kick this one away. And the Chiefs will get a second crack at it here. Plowman is a regular on the All-State team as a kicker, But pump bounces and Chiefs are all over it. And this is going to be tremendous field position for the Chiefs, as the low snap was unable to be fielded cleanly by a Plowman. Plowman was lucky to fall on it to make sure that the Chiefs just didn't waltz into the end zone for an easy score. But instead, the Eagles defense is behind the 8 ball here, as the Chiefs offense takes over in a goal-to-go situation. First and goal from about the 10-yard line, so not in a space where they can get a first down. 4 downs to pay dirt. The Chiefs don't typically kick field goals. Going to try to avoid any negative plays here and see if they can kick things off with scoring here tonight. White looks to the left, throws, and high, incomplete. Considerate Chiefs receiver looking to chase after that one, but there's go back to the huddle. Sonnenberg targeted on that one. 2 receivers out of the side. 1 in the backfield. Looking to his right. And has a man complete in the end zone. And that's Myers, it looks like. No, instead, no signal on that score. Instead, they all mark him just short. So 3rd down and 2 coming up. 4 down territory all the way for the Chiefs here, as worst case scenario,
Eagles taking over in the shadow of their own goal post is something that attractive.
2 plays, 2 yards, 6 points hanging in the balance. And high, incomplete. So 4th down. Starting field position coming down to this. Chiefs have not felt particularly game to try that Eagles front, as the Eagles, at least in the past few years, have had likely what I would consider the most dominant front 4. So there's 4 big defensive linemen in the year, and they are particularly stout. 4th and goal. Looking goes left, throwing over the middle, and early indication is. Now we have a flag down to the backfield, waved off, which means touchdown. And the Chiefs draw first blood here tonight, going up 6-0 over the Eagles after that turnover on the mishandled snap. Chiefs typically go for 2 in these sorts of situations. So looking to extend the lead to 8 points. And this is one of the big contrastive styles you'll see, as the Eagles will typically kick the extra point, rely on the consistency of Plowman. Chiefs feast and famine on the 2-point conversion. Rolling out, throwing wide, over the head, and incomplete. So 6-0 is the score. Looked like the play was there for the taking, but unable to bring it in. As that one was just a little bit too high, so 2-point conversion unsuccessful. Chiefs will kick things off, and the Eagles will be looking to flip the field position here. Kick is squibbing down the sideline and looks like it'll go out of bounds, and that is not a great situation for the Chiefs. As an untouched kick off out of bounds results in a penalty. And this one will be marked 10 yards in advance of the ball going out. Which means excellent starting field position for the Eagles as they look to even things up. So 3 receivers on the right here for the Chiefs, 1 on the left. And handoff off to the left, looking to that short side and dropped. After a decent game, the Eagles have liked that outside toss quite a bit thus far this season. It's been their main running play. Not a lot up the guts. Threading the sidelines after their receivers stretch things out. 2 receivers either side here. And off of the middle this time. Just to be a little bit contrary. And not just shy of the line of the game. So 3rd and inches coming up. And after a pass on their first possession, the Eagles are getting it done on the ground here early on. 3rd and short. And off up the middle once again, bouncing off that wall of bodies. And looks like he's got it. Early indication is first down, and sure enough, the Eagles move the chains. First down for either side here today. As the Chiefs have got that touchdown on a goal-to-go situation, starting things off with 1st and goal, so no first downs available there. The other 2 offensive possessions were both 3 and outs. So first down of the day, and things are starting to get interesting here in the first quarter. Hand off up the middle once again, and dragging bodies. As the whistles come a little bit late here in Gridiron, SA, as the referees like to see what exactly the player is going to manage before they actually blow it dead. Gain of 4, but we have a Chiefs player down, it looks like. But again, walking off under his own power is number 32, Michael Fitzpatrick. Second and 6 coming up. Consecutive runs for the Eagles here. Looking to really establish that ground game, and here they come to the air. So, run sets up the pass, and there's a big one. Complete to Stanbury, and inside the 29-yard line are the Eagles. Big strike there, run, and that sets up the big play down the field as the linebackers start to creep up. Trying to take care of that run game, just having to cheat, and that means that all of a sudden tight passing lanes open up. Two receivers out of the side, 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Low snap handled. Ball gets up and complete. Over the middle on the little slant route. Gavros brings that one in. 3rd target of the day for Gavros. 1st completion, and that one is a gain of 9. So Eagles getting it done on the ground and through the air here today. And this possession coming up much better than the first. 2nd and 1. 2 receivers out of the side. Hand off up the middle, and a big gaping hole. And that sets the Eagles up inside the red zone. Mark it at about the 13-yard line. So this is where the field gets shorter. Defenders are all a little bit closer to the ball because there's just not a lot of field to cover. Coming up with equipment check. First and 10. 3 receivers on the right for the Eagles. 1 on the left. And looking towards the middle, Gavros has it and spun down shy of the goal line, but near that 1st down marker. And I'll give him 9 on the reception, so Gavros with back-to-back receptions. 2nd and 1, and the Eagles are going to have, if there's 1 more yard, they'll have 4 tries to just hammer it in. Cutting up and up the middle, bouncing off, and tackled just shy of the line of the game, or the end zone rather. 1st down, but not a touchdown yet. 1st and goal coming up for the Eagles as Daniel Choi has been mashing the ball down the Chiefs' throats thus far on this drive. High snap, toss outside, and that is not the sort of play that you generally like to see Troy on. Edmondson thought that we had a fumble, but play was whistled dead, and Troy a little bit slow to get up. Now he's going to have to be looked after here. He is a gamer and trying to tough it out, but no, got to get that one looked after immediately. Should take the opportunity to get a couple of substitutions in. Catch their breath, as they have been on their heels thus far this drive. Troy walking off under his own power, but without the helmet in his own hands, so it's going to be up to the coaching staff when he comes back in. 2 receivers out of the side, change in the backfield, and we're looking at number 41, who waltzes his way into the end zone. And there is the touchdown. And here is the difference maker. Plowman coming on for the extra point. Came up short in their 2-point conversion, which means that Plowman can give the Eagles the lead here if his kick is true. Snap handle, kick is up. Looks like pushed into the rackets. No good, so 6-6 is your score here. All tied up as the first quarter draws near to its end. Fast Eagles getting into a groove. Scored in that short field. We're going to be looking for another big special teams here. Set them up with good field position again. Bell and Henshaw back to return for the Chiefs. Plowman ready to boot the ball once again and kick this thing off, start us off with another possession here for the Chiefs. And we are ready to roll. Kick is up and it's a good one, and that one is not going to be returned whatsoever. So Plowman neutralizes the special teams threat there. At the 20. That is the big difference between these two teams at the moment. Plowman getting the touchback on that particular kickoff. Chiefs kick, and they've gone so far, was untouched out of bounds and ended up setting the Eagles up with a delightful field position, which they capitalized on. 6-6 is the score, not 7-6. For those minding the scoreboard here on the grounds. First and 10, three receivers on the left. Handoff cut immediately up the middle. And looks like we'll get a couple there on first down. And there is some talk at the professional level about being a one-cut runner, but generally you like that one cut to be not behind the line of scrimmage. Hard effort by the Chiefs to get two out of it. 2nd and 8 coming up. Doing this time, quick toss outside. Sets up third and manageable. Second third down, or third down faced by the Chiefs today. And this one is the most manageable to this point. Third and call it 4. Has a man downfield running untouched alone, but unable to get under it. Flag down in the backfield. Number 89 was all alone down the sideline. Referee's having a bit of a chat about this. It's hoping that they might decline it. Make the Chiefs either have to punt or go for it on 4th down. Eventually set the Eagles up with good field position. It's on the Eagles, however. They'll probably give the Chiefs a fresh set of downs. So the outcome of this discussion is going to be interesting. There is a big one. Not only a first down, but an ejection for targeting. Heinleiter coming out of the game, and he will have to hand over his helmet as not only a first down, but 15 yards on the penalty. Personal fouls are always 15 yards, but generally a personal foul, you get 2 of them before you are ejected, but targeting, which means that you are striking in the head or shoulders area of an unprotected player with your helmet, leads to an ejection every time. So all of a sudden, going from a missed opportunity on 3rd down to 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And there is a huge running lane as that Eagles D-line converged but did not keep gap discipline, allowing the quarterback to squirt free into that secondary as Whitehead notches the Chiefs first down by play rather than penalty. And inside Eagles territory for the 2nd time here today, looking to retake the lead. 2 receivers out of the side, 1 in the backfield. And up the middle. And bounces off. Keeps his legs churning, and a tremendous gain once again. Back-to-back gains for the Chiefs, and there's an Eagles player down.
We will have a quick look at that before we
talk too much about the play. A rough span of plays for the Eagles here. Daniel Toy had to come out before the Eagles punched in the score. Had a player ejected for targeting, so he will miss the rest of the game. And then that injury there, which turned out to be hopefully not as serious. So 2nd and 3 coming up after a gain of 7 on that 1st down run. And taking a deep shot, but not enough under it. Incomplete, was looking for Myers. 3rd and 3 coming up. Four down territory for the Chiefs, as you figure that barring a catastrophic play, 3 on the left, 1 on the right, and they will be going for it out of there. Swing pass out to the running back, snagged, and immediate contact there. Looks like he may be close to the 1st down. See where it's spotted as out of bounds. And they'll mark it short. As despite where he ends up, it's actually where he first steps out of bounds. So 4th down coming up. Two receivers either side. Interesting personnel grouping on the right. 1 in the backfield for the Chiefs here. Quick toss over the middle is complete, and they've got the 1st down there. Myers collects the 1st down, and the Chiefs move the chains once again. After collecting no 1st downs, their first 2 offensive possessions, they've collected 3 here on this drive. It started back at the 20-yard line, but is now at the 20-yard line of the Eagles. 2 either side, 1 in the backfield. And bounce outside and has a lane. Dropped. But not before a nice gain there, and that will be the end of the 1st quarter. After we have the injured player attended to. And that will be the final play of the 1st quarter, though. action-packed. Even the score is tied at 6-6. The offenses are coming alive here under the lights. And we will be looking at Chiefs threatening a second touchdown to start the second quarter. First and goal for the Chiefs to start things off here in the second quarter. So first is after the bubble snap on the punt by the Eagles. And this one has been all Chiefs offense, though. Oh, so there's a bit of a procedural penalty for you. Even though number 86 is eligible by number designation, he was covered, which means that had the end man on the line of scrimmage there, which means that he could not also be on the line of scrimmage and move downfield. The two receivers either side here. First and 15, throwing to the left, completion to number 86, Michael Edmondson, who gets that penalty yardage back, plus a little bit more. Second down. Second down, call it 8. Clock running. We'll be talking about a flag there, but that one was well too high to be ruled catchable. So third down. Fourth down territory for the Chiefs. Created a lot of space here on the right side, but that play is not going to get a chance to get going. And this will likely cost them 5. So instead, an equipment violation by the Chiefs will cost them a timeout instead of the yardage. So big save there. And the referees here are very conscious that these are not professional paid players. This is a league where we play for fun and love of the game. So gotta make sure everyone is well looked after whenever we play. Third down. You saw all kinds of movement along the line for the Eagles there. Roll out, looking towards the end zone, and has a man incomplete. Myers was running along the back of the end zone there. So you saw all kinds of movement from the Eagles line there, but because the Chiefs did not snap the ball while the Eagles players were in that neutral zone, no penalty. No Eagles player contacted the Chiefs player, which means that essentially they have the chance to get back and reset themselves before the ball is snapped. Chiefs didn't get the snap off, which means did not get the free play. So instead, we're looking at fourth down. Chiefs not wanting to waste this gold opportunity. They have this far. Plenty of time and throwing high, incomplete. So turnover on downs there, and Whitehead was unable to connect with number 9 on that one. So the Eagles take back over with their defense bending but not breaking. And an offense that suddenly came alive on that last drive. Split two receivers outside for the Eagles here. And up the middle, going back to what worked so well on the previous drive. Flag comes in late. Bit of a chat. Wave it off and live to play another day. Gain of about 6 on that first down run. So once again, the Eagles establishing that run is paying off. Has not been particularly stout against the run thus far in any of their games, but lofting down the sideline, has a man behind the coverage, and this one dragged down at the 30-yard line. Tremendous game break there for the Eagles, and that is why Chikaba is the danger man for the Eagles. But tremendous pursuit by the Chiefs to catch up with that, as he had not just a step, but 2 or 3. First and 10 at about the 33-34 yard line. And run up the middle. Gain of about 5 on that run. And that is the danger and why you want to be two-dimensional on offense. Because as a defense, if you have to come up, stop the run, that means that you're bringing people up towards the line of scrimmage, and there are fewer people back to prevent big plays like we just saw from Takaba. Toss batted down at the line, but Diving for it, incomplete. I was a little bit frustrated that he didn't catch that anyway, but he would have caught it at the line of scrimmage, so the only difference would be the clock would be rolling, so nothing lost there. 3rd and 5 coming up. Eagles have had some success on 3rd down, haven't faced too many thus far. 2 receivers either side. Handoff to the left, and that outside handoff has not paid dividends for the Eagles thus far here tonight. Traditionally, that option run has been the most productive option for the Eagles. But different personnel mean different plays, and Troy is not the sort that you want moving sideline to sideline when he could be moving straight ahead. 4th and 7. Welcome back throw, quick toss outside, has a man complete, fighting for that line of scrimmage, and looks like he's got it. Gain of 9 on 4th and 7, and the Eagles will get a fresh set of downs. Chains reset. And just shy of the red zone are the Eagles here. Remember, this drive started back at the 5-yard line. Quick toss out, but this one's low, incomplete, and bounces in front of number 80, Brad Stenberg. So 2nd and 10. Interesting formation by the Eagles there. Overloading the right side. Getting the one-on-one on the other side. Looking for that one-on-one, but incomplete. Lots of defenders there for the Chiefs. And they tried to isolate that one side. Unable to connect. Well, running on those early downs has been the success here for the Eagles. Now in 3rd and 10. Can they still threaten the run? Taking a shot toward the end zone, laying out, and has it waltzing into the end zone is number 44, Takaba. And when you have a player like that, why not? So Eagles take their first lead of the day, 12-6 with the extra point yet to come. Plowman on, unsuccessful in his first attempt. But will look to extend the Eagles' lead to 7 in the Don Naaman Perpetual Trophy game here. Kick is up. And this offering from number 2 is good. So 13-6 is your score here. Eagles take the lead. And the Chiefs finally, for the first time here today. Kick is up. This is a high one, but could be returnable. She's setting up the blocks. And a nice return on that first one, but that one got a bit clobbered at about the 26-yard line. So Chiefs with work to do here, now trailing by 7. First and 10. Chiefs show some balance on the last drive. And we'll run it, start things off. Not a lot of ground to gain there on first down. Back to the line of scrimmage and not much more. Second and 10. Second and 10. 2 receivers either side. Quick toss out. Snagged and having to fight for that extra yardage is Edmondson. Gain of about 4. So 3rd and 6 coming up. 3rd and 7. As the field kind of slopes down, it takes the ball a little bit longer to get there, particularly when you're throwing to the right, which means that there's not a lot of time to turn upfield. 3rd and 7. Time and unloading down the sideline. Has a man off the hands, incomplete. And that is heartbreak for the Chiefs, as that was a huge play in the offing, but instead they'll have to punt it away to an Eagles offense, and it is suddenly finding itself here, scoring on consecutive drives. Fourth and 7. Chiefs' first punt of the day was a boomer. Low snap, kick is up, high, and will bounce at about the 19-yard line, but Sealer is marked out of bounds. They'll mark it about the 23-yard line. Blackfoot getting some advice from the officials there. As Eagles will be looking at 1st and 10 and look to extend their lead. Currently at 13-6. Chiefs defense needs to get a stop and needs to get some rest. Hand off up the middle, and this time met rather quickly, but bounces off that initial effort, keeps legs turning, and finally stopped at about the 28-yard line. Had him stopped for 1, but kept the legs turning, and the second quarter starts to wind to a close. Eagles will receive the second half kickoff as well. Option this time outside and cutting upfield. Drop. Looks like he'll be just short of the line to gain. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Eagles here. And this is a big one for the Eagles to keep the ball away from the Chiefs for the remainder of the quarter. First down may do it. And off to the outside. Bouncing off that initial effort and hitting his head turned north and south. And there's the first down conversion. Clock will stop while the chains reset, so the Chiefs have 2 timeouts. And they want to have big. The Eagles offense just punishing on the ground thus far. Quick toss out on first down is complete. And bouncing off of 3 consecutive tackles, making his way towards the end zone. One man to beat, but cannot beat him. Gavros. Doing the damage for the Eagles over and over there on those big plays. So all of a sudden, the Eagles set up just shy of goal to go situation. Throwing on first down, ball is tipped and falls behind the intended receiver. Was looking for Gavros there, but 2nd and 10 coming up. Clock stops at an incomplete pass. Eagles still have their timeouts. So no risk of running out of time on this drive. And up to the outside, turning upfield and turning towards the corner. Dropped. Decent pickup there on 2nd down. Tackled inbounds and clock will run. 3rd and 4 coming up. Eagles do have Plowman, who will generally lead the league in field goals. They're not thinking about, they're thinking about 6. Into the end zone and incomplete. A little behind the receiver there. 4th down coming up. And looks like the Eagles will try to tack on that 3 there. Make it a 2-score game. Plowman on. How about the left hash? Looking to extend the lead to 10. Kick is up. And looks good from here. Sure enough. Through the uprights and a 10-point lead. We have a Chiefs player down. And as the quarter is drawing to a close, the Eagles extend the lead 16-6. And the Chiefs trainer comes on to have a quick chat about this. take a little bit of time to show that. Stay with us. Upright and being helped off the field. Lee Rayner being helped off the field, and all the best to him for a speedy recovery. No time to dwell on that from a game perspective for the Chiefs, however, as they are prepared to receive it. Not a lot of time left for the Chiefs here in the second quarter. Might have kick is squibbed, bounces, and clock runs once the player touches that ball, bounces outside and drops shy of the 30-yard line, so ends up being a nice kick by Plowman, effectively neutralizing some of that Chiefs return juice that we had early on. First and 10. So Chiefs facing a 10-point deficit here. We'll look to cut into that before the half. Motion across and handoff up the middle. Trying to set up a wham block by bringing the receiver across, but not a lot of daylight there as that Eagles defensive line remains stout. Second and 10. Clock is running. Chiefs taking their time. Chiefs do have 2 timeouts. Under pressure this time. Tosses out wide. And needs to get out of bounds. Pass taken to about the 38-yard line, so that's going to be maybe 36. So that's going to be second down. Clock continues to run. 3rd and 3. Did not get out of bounds. Look to the left, throwing down the field, has a man wide open down the field, and behind the coverage, into the end zone, untouched. We've seen that a couple of times there that Chiefs were just unable to connect on. The referee's whistle was just to tell us that that is the 2-minute warning, which means that the score is good and the Chiefs have cut into this lead now 16-12, and the Chiefs will go for 2. 1:38. Eagles still have their timeouts. Chiefs as well. 1:38 left in the half. This is an untimed down, however. The Chiefs try to keep her into that deficit. Motion back out. Quarterback keeps, but comes up just short. Unable to keep his legs, just a little bit off balance. So 2-point conversion is no good. 12-16 is the score. With 1 minute 38 left in the half. And that was twice that number 89 has been well behind the Chiefs defense. First time was unable to come up with it. And this time, or third time really. First time was overthrown. Second time was unable to come up with the catch. Third time is the charm, and the Chiefs get that big play break that they've been waiting for. And really turn the momentum around as things were going all Eagles' way with scores on 3 consecutive possessions. Chiefs needed to stop the bleeding, and they did in a big way with the big play. Now this one bounces out back of the end zone for a touchback. And Chiefs suddenly feeling a bit of momentum. Less than 2 minutes left in the half. And Chiefs want to keep that lead standing at 4 points. Of course, it would be nice to be able to just tack on points, but Eagles will instead try to extend the lead. Do have a kicker, so don't necessarily have to get it into the end zone. Eagles do have their timeouts available. Toss out, and cutting upfield, tackled in field of play, short of the first down. So clock will run as that one gets out to about the 26-yard line. Gain of 6. Call it 7. But the Chiefs will take that as the clock will continue to run. 2 receivers either side. And again, run up the middle. This time for a first down, so the clock will stop while the chains reset. But on the referee's signal, and they will come up once again as clock continues to roll on the whistle. There it is. So clock rolls, and time ticks on for the Eagles here if they're going to get anything out of this last drive. Eagles will receive the second half kickoff. High snap, and taking a shot downfield, picked up instead Chiefs with the return, and Myers out of bounds. So the Chiefs, with 2 timeouts, collect the game's first turnover and get the ball inside Eagles territory with a chance to take the lead back. This is one heck of a game thus far in the first half. Neil Martin stepping out at the 40. So Chiefs flashed that big playability on their last defensive play. And the left, throwing over the middle, has a man once again. And discovers and tackled at the 20-yard line. Chiefs will immediately take their timeout. Leaving them with 1 remaining. right zone position for the Chiefs. Two receivers on the left, motion them back out to the right. Looking towards that right. Myers unable to come up with it on that slant. Interesting call there. As defense was right there, so that would cost the Chiefs a timeout if they had managed to come up with a reception there. As it is incomplete, 28 seconds left in the half. 2nd and 10. So clock stops on the incompletion. So plenty of time for the Chiefs to get at least 3 shots at this. Snap Henry. Looking towards the end zone, has a man behind and Myers in the end zone, untouched. And the Chiefs retake the lead. After that interception. Capitalizing on that short field, and Myers with the exclamation point. 18-16 with the extra point yet to come. Big conversion here for the Chiefs, however. As once again, Chiefs going for 2. Back out. Quarterback keep. Quarterback kept his feet, but that was only until a man in purple wrapped him up. So 2-point conversion is no good. So 20 seconds for the Eagles. 18-16 is your score. High drama here, and we hope that you did not leave us for an early break before the half. Eagles with timeouts, but maybe a bit reticent to use them, as they will receive the second half kickoff, and then are coming off of that turnover. So interesting to see whether they will ball them, so that was that. On the coverage at about the 20-yard line, so number 41 of the Eagles on the return. That means that the clock runs. So less than 20 seconds left for the Eagles. The Eagles have those big plays. Now the Eagles will let that one end there. Which means that your score at the half, South City Chiefs 18, UniSA Eagles 16, and this has been a dynamite first half. We hope you enjoyed it, and will join us for the second half of the Don Mayman Perpetual Trophy game between the Chiefs and the Eagles. Stay with us for the half, and we will be catching you right after here at Riverside Oval, Friday Night Lights. Welcome back to Riverside, and we are kicked off underway, and this one will bounce through the end zone. This opening offering from the Chiefs here. After that quick halftime break, Chiefs suddenly coming alive there late. Answer 3 consecutive score by the Eagles, collecting the game's first turnover and taking the lead. Eagles back in the position of trailing, which they did at 6-0, and then they rattled off 16 straight. For the Chiefs answered, looking to get back to a groove on offense here to start things off in the third quarter of the Don Mammoth Perpetual Trophy game. Toss out, flag down, and this one will be wrapped up, but flag down came out after the ball was snapped. Well, that may have been yes, indeed, that was just the ball and being thrown by the warm-up quarterback. So you got to be careful what you throw on this mic when you just see things out of the corner of your eye. 2nd down and 2 coming up. And this time, met immediately. Still enough for the first down, but that has been the most immediate tackle that the Chiefs have managed on one of those up-the-gut runs thus far. So a little scheme change and a little personnel switch, and Chiefs coming up with a different game plan to attack on here in the second half. 1st and 10 for the Eagles here. Batted down by Edmondson. Came off the edge and just swatted that. 3rd batted down pass of the day by the Chiefs. So 2nd and 10 coming up. So 2nd and 10. 2 receivers either side. Option look, and quarterback keeps it himself, weaving his way and fighting his way through traffic. Number 36 there making the tackle. That's Noah Duffy on the tackle. But not before picking up the first down by Whiten. So first run of the day by Whiten pays big dividends. Keeping them honest on that option look. 1st and 10, and the Eagles once again are rolling. Have not been stopped on offense outside of that first possession and that turnover. So 1st and 10, option the other way. And this time that pitch is handled but dropped for a loss. And once again, 2nd and 12 coming up. Running north and south. Timeout to the Eagles. Coming early here in the 3rd. And that'll leave them with 2 for the remainder of the game. And that north and south running has been paying off for the Eagles, but heading out towards the sideline has been mixed results thus far. Taking a timeout. I hope you'll stay with us. Second and 12, Eagles want to avoid a passing situation. Want to get a big chunk here to set up both run and pass on third down. Throwing over the middle. Out to the flat and complete for about 4 yards there. That'll set up a bit more manageable third down. Third and call it 9. Four down territory for the Eagles here. It's a bit no man's land out of Plowman's field goal range. But high snap, handle. Ball comes out, almost tipped, but that time Gavros comes up with it. Fourth down coming up for the Eagles here. And this is going to be a big one. Fourth and 2. One of those situations on defense where everything in your body and instinct is telling you what's coming. But even if you do know what's coming, stop it. 3 receivers loaded up. One on the right. Oh, instead, Chiefs stay stalwart and the Eagles jump all over with 2 or 3 players. Gavros is the one called for the penalty, but there were several who could have been the guilty party on that. So essentially, pick an A. As 4 different Eagles moved before the ball was snapped. Fourth down, and now Plowman will have to punt it away. It was a bit of an adventure on the Eagles' first punt. So hoping for a better snap this time. Plowman gets under it. Kick bounces at the 25 and rolls before being down inside the 10. Just 2-point lead here, and that is a dangerous situation. One of the 2 teams in the competition that actually has a kicker. So first and 10. Chiefs showing some explosive plays. Unwinding towards that right side with your Edmondson, but incomplete. Second and 10 after the incomplete pass. To the side. Which is here, motion back out. Setting up a little screen out to that side. Myers and get some yardage. You give him about 6, third and 4 kicking out. Eagles looking to stop and get the ball back. Chiefs. Quarterback pump fakes. Has a man behind the line of scrimmage again. And deep. Once again. Edmondson coming up with that one. And big play for the Chiefs. Moving the chains and Chiefs finding that route combination that works, that is consistently springing receivers open deep. The Eagles will have to change their defensive alignment as a result. Generally playing with just one deep safety.
That wham block and that run up the middle. That time with a bit more success, picking up 3 or 4. Coming up just shy of the 40-yard line to 39.
So, nice gain, 4 yards on first down. 2nd down and 6 coming up. So, under pressure, but delivers a strike, but struck himself by a Whiteman. First and 10, clock running. 18-16 to the Chiefs. Chiefs with the ball. 3 receivers on the left and rolling to the right, but incomplete. Had a man, had it on his hands, but unable to bring that one in. 2nd and 10 coming up. So 2nd and 10 over the middle, but almost picked off. And the Eagles almost came up with an answer. Blackford jumping that one. Whitehead relieved to see that one on the ground. 3rd and 10 coming up. Chiefs were cooking earlier on this drive, but starting to stall here. 3rd and 10. Out of midfield. Bounces up and incomplete, and little action there, but no flags thrown. 4th and 10. Wind starting to kick up a little bit as punt team comes on for the Chiefs. Wind blowing from the left or from the right towards the left if you're watching at home, and this one is blown off course and will be down at about the 25-yard line. Tremendous punt, but blown off course. So call it the 22. 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. quarterback change for the Eagles. Option toss there. A little bit more of a familiar look from the Eagles there, if you've been following the league for long. But nice pick of about 70 yards there on first down. Once again, setting the Eagles up to move the chains early. Three on the right, one on the left. New quarterback under center. New boss and the old boss, and up the middle. And bouncing off of would-be tacklers for that first down. So we had seen Crummy back holding for Plowman on those extra point attempts. And that, as well as that field goal, but seeing him back under center. Makes it feel a little bit more easily. Three receivers on the right, one on the left, one in the backfield coming. Goes that one receiver's side, but off the hands, incomplete. Was looking for Stanbury, but Stanbury couldn't bring it in. Second down and 10. Coming up. So second and 10. The play clock winds down. High snap handled by Crummy. Unloads, has a man down the sideline. For a big game. Down the middle of the field. Was looking for Stanbury, and that time Stanbury came down with it. Duffy was there to make the tackle. Looked like a bit of a cramp there for one of our Chiefs players. Still here in the third quarter. Still 18-16, Chiefs out in front. And we were just about ready after the official timeout. Making sure that everyone is with proper equipment and in proper position. So we're ready to play, and here we go. First and 10 for the Eagles here after that big game. And up the middle. And this time, not a lot there. Gain of maybe one. And that is the biggest stop that the Chiefs have managed on those dashing runs up the middle. And so they stopped him at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And that is the biggest sign of relief for the Chiefs defense thus far, as that ground game has been punishing. 2nd and 10 coming. Looks towards left. Has a man behind the coverage, but incomplete. Stanbury had a step, but the ball came up just short. Didn't get enough air under it. So 3rd and 10 coming up. Once again, this is 3rd down and 10. And interesting field position here for the Eagles. If they don't get any yards out of it, this is likely out of Plowman's range with the wind acting up as it has been. Option look, coming up the middle, and not a lot there. Gain of about 2, we'll say, to about the 31-yard line. So, the Eagles likely will keep the offense on the field here. And nothing much to be gained by a punt. No, instead, they will bring around Plowman. Try and get a high one. And that goes out of bounds before it crosses back into that end zone. So Eagles spend another timeout here to talk this one over. Looks like Plowman is on, but Crummy is on as well. So this is actually going to be the field goal attempt. If you're watching at home, the wind is blowing from left to right. So we'll have to have a bit of an adjustment. But Crummy, the quarterback, means that this could also be a trick play. 4th and 9, here it comes. Kick is up, it is short, and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Kick is no good, but because it was not returned, that will actually be Chiefs ball from the spot. So Chiefs will take back over with decent field position here. Which is why, if you heard on the broadcast, Chiefs players were coming in to leave it. If they didn't want the return or didn't want the touchback, they wanted the ball back at that 32-yard line. Ball up to 32. Chiefs 18, Eagles 16. Three receivers on the left, one on the right for the Chiefs. One bounced out and slung down. And with the exception of really 2 run plays, the ground game has not gotten going for the Chiefs to March today. 2nd and 12. Had one big quarterback run for 1st down, and one handoff that managed to slip through to that 2nd level. But otherwise, it has been 2 yards forward or 2 yards back. Toss out wide, off the hand, incomplete. And he's looking for Edmondson, but unable to get from all those fingers on the ball there. 3rd and 12. Third and 12, 2 receivers either side. Throwing over the middle, off the hands of Edmonds and incomplete. White delivered a blow there. So it would have been short of the line to gain in either case, but unable to bring on that one. Edmondson a target on 2 consecutive plays, but Chiefs will have to punt it away. So Eagles get an opportunity here to possibly set themselves up with some decent field position. But thus far, the punts have been non-returnable. Good snap, kick is up, it is high and angling towards that sideline. Again, not allowing a return, out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. So still here in the 3rd quarter, but as that is winding down. So, 2 receivers out of the side, Crummy with the option, keeps it away himself and is slung down after a short gain. Think of about 3. Again, 2 receivers either side for the Eagles here. Going back to a little bit more classic look. 2nd and 7. High snap handled by Crum, and unable to come down with that one. Number 83, Matthew Yonko was the target. 3rd and 7. So 3rd and 7. Eagles looking to avoid 3 and out. 2 receivers out of the side. Takes the handoff and set coming. The line's outside and has to come outside. Flag down in the backfield. Short of the line to gain, but we'll see what the flag is. So, no, ignore that flag. 4th down on. So, Plowman back on to punt it away. Chiefs will get one more shot to extend the lead before the 4th quarter rolls on. Catches, gets his way, almost blocked, but under it this time. And out towards the 30. immediately flagged in there immediately, as that one had a bit of an unnecessary exclamation point put on it after the end of the run. As things are getting spirited here in the third quarter. So, I can't see on the far side of the field from here. Right now, 4 flags have been thrown on this one, so plenty of lead for the officials to talk about. 1 in the very far backfield, 2 on the sideline, 1 a little bit more in advance, and a little bit on the far side. Okay, just 4. All right, so personal fouls on the Eagles, 3 of them. 1 personal foul on the Chiefs. So with that number of penalties, we would not generally do the canceling each other out thing. Instead, we'll get the 15 yards assessed from the end of the run for the personal foul. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. As the officials take the time to make sure that things are settled. Things do get heated here in this stage of the game where players have just been lining up across from each other and smacking into each other all night long. In a game this tight, you see Scooters flare up big. 1st and 10. Cross is complete. Number 89 there on the grab. And that is the end of the quarter. So, no score in the third quarter, but plenty of action as both teams going up and down the field, but not putting points on the board. clock is kicked over to the fourth quarter. Back motions out, grabs the snag, and has the first down, or down right near that line of the game. That's going to be close. May have been dropped just shy, but let's check the spot. First down indeed. So right on the line, they'll move those chains. So at the 33 of the Eagles are the Chiefs here. In the lead by 2, so takes the handoff, looking for a man downfield, but not enough air on it. Flag down in the middle of the field though. And this one is likely going to be pushed back a little bit. Now they'll wave it off. 2nd and 10. All the penalties we saw last Saturday, this has been relatively clean, with the exception of that 5 penalty flag fest on that punt return. 2nd and 10. Under pressure, rolling out, keeping his eyes downfield, turning the corner, and wrapped up at about the 22-23 yard line. And you have Eagles players slow to get up, and we're all about managing. We're going to have to get looked after here. Looks like Castleton. He will be looked after. We'll take it easy. Short. Castleton coming off the field. With a little bit of help. Seems to be getting stronger as he goes. So hopefully he won't be missing too much action here. Third one. Big play here for the Chiefs. Of course, 4-down territory. But key position here. 2 receivers either side for the Chiefs. So they can make this a 2-score game. They could be getting late early for the Eagles. Looking to the right. Complete over the middle. Myers on that side. On that left side. Just shy of the 10-yard line. It's not quite go to go. Mark it at about 12-yard line. Three on the left, 1 on the right. And motions out. Looking to the right, throws, complete, and no, wasn't able to bring it in, but flag comes in late, another flag back over. It's going to be onside. pass interference, isn't it? No? Half the distance, automatic first down. So, we have a goal-to-go situation here for the Chiefs. Looking towards the left, rolling out under pressure, throws it up high and lofting it out of the back of the end zone incomplete. Flag down though, and this one may be pushing things a little bit further back. So hands to the face is the call, and once again, Chiefs will get another shot at first down from half the distance. If you're not familiar with the sport, the reason that it's half the distance rather than a 5-yard penalty. Lopping into the end zone and complete for the touchdown. Is extended after the efforts of number 86. Notching his first score as a Chief. Now a very important 2-point conversion here for the Chiefs. A success will make this a 2-score game. The Chiefs have not connected on a 2-point conversion yet. This time, turning it upfield, but unable to turn the corner on that one. Solid pursuit by the Eagles defense, and Eagles come up with a key stop there to maintain it as just an 8-point advantage. So 24-16 is the score here. Chiefs with the advantage. An interesting stat for those of you watching at home, that is now the third team that Michael Edmondson has scored for in Gridiron SA. And of course, he set the league on fire as a member of the Oilers. And has spent the last couple of seasons moonlighting with the Chiefs and Spartans as the Oilers have been unable to field the side, but means that there's a unique spot in the record book for Edmondson here, as this kick goes to the back of the end game. 24-16 is the score. Eagles need to get something going, as in that second quarter they were humming on offense. In the third, unable to put points on the board, and now trailing by 8 here in the fourth quarter. Looking down the sideline, flag down in the backfield. Looking for Takaba, flag comes in late. So we will have 2 different fouls on this play. I have been the commentator for saying that we will be penalty free. offsetting penalties. Replay first down, like nothing ever happened. First and 10 from the 20. Coming on center. You see the snap. Now back. Batted down, and there is the fourth bat down of the day by the Chiefs defensive line. Active in getting those hands up there. In the passing lane, so those defensive ends from the Chiefs. Very, very active in getting those balls batted down. Second and 10 coming up. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. Clock isn't a big issue yet, but Eagles with only one timeout remaining. So definitely need to get something going here. Coming on the option, keeps out to about the 25-yard line. Rolls along. See the other side. One in the backfield. Draws back. Delivers to Dicaba. Dicaba has the first down in a big way. Flag comes in late. As the officials continue. Keep things from getting out of hand. Whatever the flag was, it was after the play was dead. So it will likely be a first down. Yes, that will be dead ball foul. So after the tremendous run by Dicaba, there was after the play, away from the play, is unnecessary additions there. Backfield. So we haven't popped into a time machine where it's first and 20, first and 10 from the Eagles on the 20, but it feels a little like it. That one was a little bit too far. First down plays. This time Crummy has to give ground before he can gain it. It's a bit of a stick there at the end of the run. Gain of about 3, we'll say. So 3rd and 7 coming up. Third and 7 coming up. The Eagles have to take their final timeout. So that is the last timeout that the Eagles will have here tonight, here in the 4th quarter. And this is a big down, so I want to make sure that they get it right. Correction from the official, it is actually word from the officials is that it's actually 26-16. Interesting development. And that definitely changes the situation here. 3rd and 7. Coming goes back, throws, and has a man behind the defensive Chikaba. Chikaba is dropped, but not before. Tremendous gain. Chikaba just will not let the Eagles go quietly. Duffy there with the tackle. Eagles with 2 first downs on this one, both long strikes to Chikaba, and this one with no penalties to offset it. So clock will now run. Toss out immediately and turned upfield, and this one into the open field for a first down. Or near enough. Sure enough, we get that chains rolling once again as the Eagles roll to inside the 20-yard line for the red zone possession. After being dormant for much of the 3rd quarter, Eagles offense is clicking here in the 1st and 10. Coming, flag down, and ball down. Another flag coming in late. So 2 flags on the play, and we'll tie up this one over. So 2nd and 10, 24-16 is the score. Coming, goes back, throws, has Chikaba, and Chikaba is there. Flag comes in late once again. And another one. And another one. If any of you have ever gotten the fortune cookie on True Love on Flag Day, this may be your day, as the flags are coming thick and fast here in the 4th quarter. So Once again, the penalties coming in to cost the Eagles. And this one costing them an arm and a leg. First and 15. Will the chains reset? Yes, indeed. So, let's explain. Wakaba made a tremendous grab. The ball was down inside the 10-yard line. The Eagles committed a personal foul, which moved things back. Okay, never mind. We do have chains once again, so. Okay, this time we're whistled away, and so we have a little breakdown of what's happened. So, first and 10 for the Eagles from the 25-yard line. Penalties wiping out the tremendous play of Chikaba here in the fourth quarter. Coming, unloads down the sideline, looking deep, and there is a touchdown. Taking a long look. No flags. So 24-22 is the score. The Eagles will go for two to try to tie things up. As our video recorder did confirm that the first 2-point conversion was no good. Eagles are out of timeout, so have to get this one off in a hurry. Trailing by 2. Kermit drives back, rolls out, shows the right, cuts up towards the end zone and in. Tie of the game, 24-all is the score. And the Eagles come alive here. And the missed 2-point conversions of the Chiefs looming large here. So Eagles ready to kick this one away. 24-all. Plowman. The ball and gives a good kick here. High, but Chiefs are under it. Here we go on the return, and a much less dramatic return than the last
Kick was returned by the Chiefs.
As good coverage by the Eagles will start the Chiefs off at the 18-yard line. So 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left for the Chiefs. And they look to regain the lead. Check. There we go. Confirmation there. 24-24 is the score. And this has been the interesting story here today. And the Chiefs have come up 0 for 4 on those 2-point conversions. Meanwhile, the Eagles flag down in the backfield. Meanwhile, the Eagles have had that field goal, have had that successful extra point, and have had that 2-point conversion. So even though scores are knotted, very different ways of getting there. So a face mask penalty on number 99. Connor Modi gets the Chiefs a first down and gets them out of that dangerous field position. Say one thing for the Eagles: when they commit penalties, they commit them big. 1st and 10, hand off up the middle, and this is a nice run. One of the rare glimpses of daylight for a running back for the Chiefs here thus far today. This run of the day for the Chiefs. Pickup of about 7. So 2nd and 3. In just 2 plays. And up, bounce outside. And down at the 30-yard line. Martin finally after very tough sledding early on. Chiefs still have all their goals. So 1st and 10. Back motions out. Edmondson, who gets out of bounds at about the 28-yard line, so chains will move as we rock along here in the fourth quarter. Edmondson scored. As Whitehead has been spreading the wealth to a variety of wide receivers here tonight. Unloading down the sideline, looking for Edmondson, but high over the head of Edmondson. Second and 10 for the Chiefs. 4 down territory here all the way though. Eagles creeping up on that line. Throwing out of the hands. Edmondson was unable to come down with that one, and even if he had, that one was out of bounds before he would have been able to corral it. So 3rd and 10 coming up. Three consecutive targets by Edmondson. First one was successful. The second two have been less so. 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Looking for a left this time. And having to fight out the pressure. And being dropped back. Close to the midfield and flags coming in, and there goes the big play. The Eagles make a huge, huge play and may have cost themselves that tremendous opportunity. So, 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the 20-yard line, or 21 depending on whether you're wearing receivers on low. Throwing deep into the back of the end zone, incomplete. He's looking for that little streak route, but on to connect there. Long coming up. The Eagles defense. Bill looking to the left and complete. For what looks like a first down. Sure enough, there's the indication. Down to about the 10-yard line. So Chiefs get the first down. Clock rolls on. One minute and 54 seconds left to play in the game tonight. And the Chiefs are knocking on the door. First and 10, so Chiefs can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Troopers to the other side. Coming back, looking towards the end zone, high over the head, incomplete. Just have not been able to connect on those little drop-in plays. These passes have been strikes generally when they have been working well. 7%. Toss out, incomplete. He's looking up for that little swing around in the backfield. Those are complete passes, so clock stops. Chiefs still have their timeouts, so not a lot of pressure on them to burn them here. They'll have all the time. Down, all over.
Will be backed up.
One minute, 44 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. The Don special trouble game. So, try and break this score. And drag down. Fourth down. Big play from the Chiefs. Score is tied at 24. Chiefs will take a timeout now. Talk this one over. 1 minute 17 left. For the Eagles, it's simple. More play. See if you can get a chance for the Chiefs. It's fourth down. Playbook is open. 12 yards up. not ideal. Side. As a man, touchdown. In the grab.
30-24, the Chiefs get the score. Will again go for two.
We'll have just over
Left to work. This is an untimed down.
They could have a chance to win. The best they can do is hope for the tie. And there is the first successful two-point conversion. And could not come at a more opportune time. We will now take two Eagles possessions for the Chiefs to possibly lose this game. Have assured themselves of a tie. And are in a strong position to close this one out. Figure at about 1 minute 10 seconds left to play here. So you're aware of the rules at home. Clock on the kickoff does not start until the ball is touched. So a touchback is an untimed play. And sure enough, this one just goes through the back of the end zone. So, here is 32-24. 1 minute and change remaining. And have had some explosive plays. Number 44, Caba. Will likely have every eye in the secondary on him. Looking towards. I was looking for number 11. And so that was unable to connect there. 2nd and 10 coming up. If you've been following along on our YouTube creations. So, 2nd and 10 has completion, has before being rounded up. Ball comes loose. So the Eagles are out of timeout, so they need to get up. The clock will start once the chains are set. So they need to get this play up, ready, and
Go in a hurry. Clock is now running. 1,
Kirby. Over the middle. And they'll call it complete. If it's complete, clock will run. If it's incomplete, clock will stop. They're having a little discussion.
No holding. That is a big one because
as the clock was running on the pass possession, the clock will continue to run. The Eagles did not spike it. 36 seconds left. Which means once the ball is ready for play. All right, the clock is running. Eagles are in the huddle. Eagles may be unaware that the clock was running there. Two receivers on the left, three on the right. Precious time taking away from the... Oh, another chip and almost picked off. And was looking for Chicaba, but unable to connect there. 16 seconds remaining. As, yes, that penalty and the Eagles huddling after it proving very costly. 2nd and 20.
by 8.
Goes to his left. Throws over the middle. High and complete. 3rd down coming up. The Eagles have been defending that Don Mayman Perpetual Trophy for a few years now, but it may be making its way back over to the men in red. So they can get stop to this drive. Keep the Eagles out of the end zone for the remaining 16 seconds left in this game. Two receivers on the right, going to the left. Kirby looks to the middle. High and picked off. And that will do it. So the Chiefs will collect not only their first win of the season, but the Don Mayman Perpetual Trophy here tonight. Tremendous game and tremendous effort by both teams here tonight. As the Chiefs will kneel it out. And this one goes for out of timeout, so cannot. This one will go into the record books as a 32 for the Chiefs.
Eagles will go up to 0-3. Chiefs 1-2. And get the early inside track.
And there's the knee, and this one comes to an end. Thank you for joining us here for Friday Night Lights at Riverside Oval. The South City Chiefs 32, the UniSA Eagles 24. And we hope that you enjoyed it, watching it here in the grounds or at your homes, wherever you are. This has been Nick Priest for Gridiron SA. We hope that you've enjoyed it. Join us again next week on Friday night for one more Under the Lights here, and that will be our grand final rematch between the Adelaide University Hogs and the Port Adelaide Spartans. So don't miss that one. Both teams undefeated thus far, and what should be an interesting matchup. This one in the books here. 32-24. And we will see you next week Friday night, under the lights, same time, 7 o'clock. And we thank you for tuning in.
I gotta like the sand to tell me that it's